here in the Portcullis House, the House of Commons, working with the British Beer and Pub Association to promote the initiative of grain to glass. This is about championing the British pub, brewing and farming industry. The way we come together to create over 250,000 rural jobs. The fact that we're actually using 1.7 million tonnes of British-produced malting barley to produce a fantastic product.
I'm Jim Pace and I'm the Minister for Agriculture and Food, and I think this campaign is fantastic. Everything we can do to persuade people to understand the link between what is grown in a field and what they consume, whether it's food on their plate or drink out beer out of a glass, is very important. And Britain grows some of the finest barley there is. We produce some really top-class malt for beer, and this campaign, bringing the grain right through to the glass, demonstrates to people that it's all British, it's good quality material, and we should all be proud.
The beer supply chain is that it is responsible for about 250,000 jobs in the UK's rural economy. So that is huge, and that's just from breweries. If you add in rural pub spring to that, it's a much bigger number. So in the wider sense, it's about jobs. As far as Marston's, which is the company I work for, is concerned, the relationship we have with UK agriculture is a very close and good one, and we want to see it succeed.
It's important that we support the farming community and the rural communities. The brewing industry is absolutely interlinked with farming communities and farmers, and we recognise the importance of that, and we're trying to make sure that we have a partnership going forwards that works for farmers and works for brewers, and Molson Coors is a strong advocate of that going forward.
I think it's important is obviously providing a market for our crops. We actually try and tailor our varieties to our local maltster so that he can in turn supply his markets.
I'm Mary Cray, Shadow DEFRA Secretary. I think this Grain to Glass initiative is absolutely fantastic in terms of talking about the vital relationship between British farmers and the British brewing industry.
It's actually important just for British agriculture, supplying grain into the brewing industry. It's vital that we're here, and we recognise what an important part that plays in the rural economy.
West Wales, so adding value is the key issue for us, and if we can, rather than put all our feed, all our barley into feed, if we can get a premium on it, obviously that's what the game is. So if we can get a premium on it to get it to malt, that's the game. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Colin West. I'm Director of the Maltster Association of Great Britain. I've got nearly 4 decades of working in the brewing and malting industry, and maltsters find themselves in the supply chain between farmers and brewers, so we like to hold hands both up the chain and down the chain, but it's particularly nice to see the two ends talking to each other in a project like we're here to celebrate today with the launch of Grain to Glass.
Stability of the English hop industry, it is essential that there is a stable supply chain. The hop growing involves a tremendous investment not only in materials and costs, but also in land and so on. And the grower, if he wants to put in a hop variety, he needs to know there is a buyer for that for at least 5 years, possibly longer ahead. So long-term supply contracts are essential for the stability of the English hop industry.
The tractor has been quite influential, I think, particularly for me as a brewer, because it's got me out to see our farmers and go and spend some time with the barley growers and get closer to the field and build the partnership and relationship with them.